Hello students, today we are going to study about structure of human heart and double circulation. So let us start about this. Talking about the structure of human heart, heart is a completely muscular organ. Okay, it is a muscular organ. And what is the location of heart? The human heart is conical, it is hollow shaped organ, and it is located in between the lungs, okay, behind the sternum in the thoracic cavity. So this is a location of heart. Now heart is protected by a protective membrane, that is pericardium. The protective membrane is pericardium membrane, and a fluid is filled in between the heart, in between the these membranes, the pericardial membranes, the fluid that is named as pericardial fluid. The pericardial fluid is filled in between pericardial space. What is the function of this fluid? This fluid helps in protection of our heart from mechanical shocks or any injuries. Now our heart, the structure of our heart is, as you know, that heart is four chambered. It carries two auricles, two ventricles. The auricles are the upper chambers. The upper chambers of the heart are named as auricles, and the lower chambers are named as ventricles. The two auricles are separated from each other by interauricular septum. The auricles are thin walled and they are separated by interauricular septum, and the ventricles are thick walled and they are separated by interventricular septum. Now talking about the structure of human heart, let me tell you the various parts of human heart. Here we have the various parts of human heart. These two are the chambers of the human heart. Now we have a pulmonary vein. This is the pulmonary vein. Then we have pulmonary artery. The pulmonary vein carries the oxygenated blood, okay, and the pulmonary artery carries the deoxygenated blood, okay. Now when oxygenated blood that is carried by pulmonary vein is collected in the left auricle, by the contraction of the left auricle it is transported to the left ventricle. From the left ventricle this is transported to the aorta. Here we have a red colored aorta, and that is divided into three sub arteries, okay. It is divided into three sub arteries, arterioles. Now in the on the right side we have right ventricle. The right ventricle carries deoxygenated blood. Now it carries deoxygenated blood from the pulmonary artery, okay. It carries a deoxygenated blood from the superior or inferior vena cava, and the pulmonary artery carries this blood to the lungs. The inferior vena cava from the lower body parts and the superior vena cava from the upper body parts carries the deoxygenated blood, and this blood is stored in the right chamber. The right auricle, it is temporarily stored in the right auricle, and this right auricle, then when it contracts, then it is pumped into the right ventricle. From the right ventricle it is carried by the pulmonary artery to the lungs. In the lungs there will be oxygenation of the blood. This deoxygenated blood from the right chamber is moved to the pulmonary, is moved to the lungs by the pulmonary artery. Next is, from the left ventricle arises the main aorta that I have told you. It carries the pure blood, okay. It carries the pure blood. The opening of the pulmonary artery is guarded by a valve that is named as a semilunar valve. The opening of the pulmonary artery is guarded by a semilunar valve. The opening of pulmonary artery is guarded by a semilunar valve. Now what is the function of this valve? The semilunar valve, it prevents the backflow of the blood. The semilunar valve prevents the backflow of the blood, okay. Now we have two another valves. One is tricuspid valve, another is bicuspid valve. Now these two valves are present in the left and the right chambers. On the right side we have tricuspid valve, and over the left side we have bicuspid valve. The function of these valves are, again, they prevent the backflow of the blood from ventricles to the auricle. The next we have components of transport system. We can say the first component, very important role that plays, is blood. Blood circulates through the body. It carries various substances like nutrients, oxygen, and various other substances to the different parts of the body. It also carries waste products, and without access to the blood, the cells and the tissues cannot work. Okay. So next we have the circulatory system, the various components of the circulatory system: heart plus blood vessels that contains arteries and veins. We have two type of blood vessels, arteries and veins. Now, how does our heart works? How it works? Now, we have the heart. The heart carries the oxygenated blood from the lungs. It carries the oxygenated blood from the lungs. Okay. So, from the lungs, the heart gets the oxygenated blood, that is termed as pulmonary circulation. That is termed as pulmonary circulation. And the vessel that carries this blood is pulmonary artery. Okay, pulmonary vein, sorry, pulmonary vein. It carries the oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Then we have systemic circulation. When the blood from the lungs, from the heart to the different parts of the body is transported, that is termed as systemic circulation. So in this, the blood flows through the heart twice, that is known as a double circulation. As you are able to see in the diagram, we have pulmonary circulation when the blood is transported, oxygenated blood is transported from the lungs to the heart. Then from heart it is transported to the different parts of the body, the oxygenated blood. Then again, when the parts of the body utilize this blood, then it is again transported back to the heart for the oxygenation, and then to the lungs, vice versa. Next, pulmonary circulation. In the pulmonary circulation, the blood that becomes oxygenated in the lungs is transported to the heart, and from the heart it is transported to the different body parts, and from different body parts it is transported to the heart back, and from heart it is transported to the lungs. Now next, the systemic circulation. In the systemic circulation, we have the oxygenated blood in the left ventricle. From the left ventricle, the oxygenated blood is transported to the different parts of the body except the lungs. And here, in the different parts of the body, the oxygen and the nutrient diffuses into the cells, and the blood flows back from through the inferior and the superior vena cava to the right auricle, and from right auricle to the lungs again for the oxygenation. So, what do we mean by double circulation? In our body, the blood circulates twice. Once, that is pure blood, that is pumped from left ventricle to the different body parts. Secondly, the blood from the right ventricle is pumped to the heart for purification and comes back to the heart. Okay, so in this way the blood circulates twice through the heart, so it is termed as a double circulation. At last, we have a difference between arteries and vein. Arteries carries blood from heart, okay, except the oxygenated blood carrying they carry oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. And the veins, they are termed as arteries are distributing vessels and the veins are the collecting. They carry blood from different parts of the body to the heart except the pulmonary artery that carries the oxygenated blood. Now the arteries are elastic vessels that expand, and the veins are thin walled and less elastic. Arteries do not bear any walls. Walls are present in veins. Now they can feel a pulse, but veins do not feel pulse. So here we have a diagram that shows the artery, red colored artery, blue colored vein, and in between we have the blood capillaries. That's all for today.